So 4-2 here today at Wilgar Park. Interesting game for everybody watching that there. How do you feel about that one?
I'm sure it was good for the neutrals in the ground. I'm not so sure about me and the coaching staff, but at the end of the day, I think we worked tremendously hard to get ourselves into a winning position, and then give Newington a wee sniff back into the game. So we went out the second half. We knew they were going to come at us. They're a good side and they've got good players, but to get ourselves back two in front, and then we stopped playing again, which is a wee bit frustrating for us because we sort of had the game in our hands, and we let them back in it with a second goal. So at the end of the day, we dug in there, and we eventually decided to take our last chance and put the game to bed, which delighted for the guys because they were busting after having a free week last week, so they were delighted to get 3 points on the board.
And at 3-2, there was chances there for Newington to get back into the game, and there was a sending off there. There's probably contentions on both sides. Did the sending off help us, or sometimes is that a hindrance to a team?
I think that the sending off, I think it's probably one of them ones that I'm claiming for. Newington's defending it. The referee has a decision to make, and at the end of the day, it's the guy got hit in the head, so she has made the decision, and they have to go with it, unfortunately, and that's the way the game is now. But they had some great chances and some deliveries into the box that we couldn't cope with, and the big lad up front was causing us all sorts of problems. But as I say, there's no pictures on the scorecard, and we dug in and we got the fourth goal, which obviously right at the end it killed it off right away.
And results elsewhere today have gone our way. We're now a game in hand, no game last week. The game in hand, it's early days, but it gives the team a wee bit less pressure, is it? Or do you expect 100% every game?
Well, I think as I said it before, Graham, the guys in that dressing room have set the standards themselves, and they've been working hard together with each other since June. So they have set the standard. They're hard on themselves. They challenge themselves at half time, and we're only there to guide them. We're only driving the bus. They're the guys that are on the bus, and they're the most important. We don't tend to look. Yes, everybody probably has their phone out there now looking at results, but we don't tend to look elsewhere. I mean, we're trying to concentrate on ourselves. If we can give ourselves that bit of a pedestal that we're not having to wait the 94th or 93rd minute to close out games, well then we'll be a lot happier, and our performance have came a long way. Last week, I said they were frustrated, and I must commend the guys here at the club. I mean, you can see the work that's going on, and they've worked tremendously hard. I feel sorry for the guys, the likes of Kieran and Brian at Anna and other grounds around the country that haven't been as lucky as us on our ground has survived the torrential weather, and the guys have worked hard to get the development underway. So we're trying to repay our bit back on the pitch for all the hard work that's going on off the pitch.
And finally, the fourth goal from it was a well-taken goal. Do you think he meant that, or do you think he knew what he was doing?
Well, of course, when you're talking to Willie in there, of course he meant it. He says he just couldn't run anymore, and he was only on the pitch. So it's one of them ones that's absolute wonder goal when it comes off, and then the other one, if it hadn't came off, I'm probably shouting at him for not keeping the ball. But it is what it is. It went in, and we're delighted. And as I say, it took the pressure off right at the end. We didn't want any more long balls or crosses into our box right at the end.